All right, we have lovely people like you today. One more time, many of us are not here today, and I would really like to welcome you, every one of you, today for our full and final session to celebrate. This is a session on celebration, and this is purely based on our 4 months, our 4 sessions worth of result, whatever it is, good, bad, not so great, whatever it is. I could not get anything, I could get this much. So whole idea of this conversation is to build our muscles to start celebrating the micro wins. Even if these are the micro wins, doesn't feel like giving us so much of actual result which I was expecting as per my standards. But this is just to start seeing those small gentle nudges, the way Srilata bought today that she was not able to join the call. See the commitment here in this call. Srilata, power went off and she was like, okay, I could not join this call now. Finally, she was able to join the call. Beautiful. Nakul, he is at emergency places. He's still there. Hats off to you. Jyoti, despite of having this AC repair work going on right now, and then I can imagine that, you know, people are walking in and then repairing the AC, and in between, she is able to join this call. So this is the moment to celebrate that despite of nothing is right now, as per your expectations, you are here. This is the moment of celebration. Despite of Mukesh just transferred from one city to another city, and he is there in the call. And I don't know, Vishal, your situation, but please feel free to add in. So let's begin, guys. So I would like to do a quick recap. So we started our journey 1 month back. This is the fifth week in our journey together, and we thought we will go at certain place, we will feel free once we reach there, and that's why we have given this name as conscious creation, unleash yourself. So this is the program which you guys have done. So I would like to congratulate every one of you to successfully go through this program step by step, even though things were not right at your end. So congratulate to yourself, and hats off to you for your commitment. That's my initial comment. However, I would like to open the bridge, open the call from Nakul, if you are ready, Nakul, to share bit in detail what really happened in this 4 months, and what are the micro celebrations or the big or the small celebration would you like to share with us? Let's go around the table and see what we have.
Yeah, so thank you on that. And I believe the process you shared about the identifying key drivers was very powerful. Whether it is inward or external goals, the key drivers was the game changer part for me. And the being state, the last part of your, whole concept was amazing. But I would still commit that I was able to execute 10% of it, and still I got a very big offer from a big incubation center at Uttar Pradesh. They're trying to do big. They have access to almost 500 colleges in our location, whole Uttar Pradesh area. So they have asked me to become a speaker with them, and yeah, so that's kind of a good collaboration, I believe. And that was my dream project. Actually, I was manifesting for it for a long time, and that has come very true because of this process. So thank you so much for changing our life on that. Yeah, that
So
is the bare minimum.
would you like to share a little bit more about you? What's your background so that people can understand?
Acha.
Like,
So I'm into training coaching for last 10 years. I had a issue of money blockages for a long time, where you recommended me a book, I believe. I'm not getting the name maybe, but it was about the how we are trying to get attached towards money, and it is not giving us the
illusion,
result.
illusion of money.
Illusion. Yes, yes. That was again very powerful. So I started detaching it, but still I kept in the discussion also, I kept the points. Ki, hey, money is important, and they also understood it. So we had a very good discussion, decent discussion on that, and we have finalized to close on it, and we will be working together. So that's how the whole thing works. So I was looking for this project for a long time by now. Like I was manifesting, going and talking to a lot of college students. So my aim was around 2,000, 20,000 people. Again, not to go on the numbers, but yeah, if you say impact people's life, more people's life, you know. So I guess that opportunity is coming on the way. Yeah.
So what really changed in you? Would you like to share, add a little bit? What really changed? Uh, Mindset
I
change. What in the mindset change? What really happened?
yeah, I guess I was too much attached towards the numbers, the outcome. I'm still attached. So that
Yeah.
detachment I tried actually with your concepts, and it worked out very well, I should say, because you absolutely say it right now. When we ride with that intention in our mind कि पैसा बनाना है, number of people को impact करना है, तो the purity miss out there while writing or going ahead for that things. So that is what worked for me, I believe, and I didn't push it also. They only called me from the front. I didn't did a follow up. So they called me up, hey, we want to set up a meeting. Please do come. I said, okay, fine. So they had my meeting with the chief officer there, chief operating officer, yeah, so operation officer, I believe, yeah, CEO. So yeah, it was a good discussion. And so the whole, it was more about the focus shift, I should say. It was more on internal work rather than running after results. Yeah. So that was a change, I
You,
believe.
you, the moment what I'm hearing, Nakul, from you is moment you gave up the results, there was a possibility which got created, and you started getting one call. You got one call from this
Yeah.
engagement, which probably you were following up before.
No, yeah, I guess 1 month before only I visited there. Just visited their set to just do a high with them, and they gave me a session next day to a public audience, and then they liked my session. So they came back 2 days, 3 days back only they came back. Hey, we want to offer you something
Hmm.
on this line. Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
Congratulations for this
Thank you on that. Yeah,
starting point. Yeah, I would
yeah.
love. I love the way you have acknowledged this. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you. Okay,
Thank you so
good.
much. Yeah.
Thank you. Let's go one more round with someone else who would like to share their experiences. Any of it.
Kapil, I would like to share. Uh, like
We would
I
love
really,
to.
yeah,
Sean.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to share that within this 1 month our journey, this group discussion and about you sharing this concept, finding out inward what is from with our goal is attached with the inward or outward, and all the things we did. I realized that when I was doing my task, that micro task which I have created for myself, and I was very much even if I tried that not to attach it with results, I was attaching it somewhere with results. But when I find out with this 1 month coaching, this 1 month journey, then I realized that it is something, learning new thing is something I like internally. It's not related to my goals, whatever my present goal is there, whatever my present what I want job or anything. It's not related to that. I like learning things. I like learning new things. And when uh, this I find out when I did the deep work, and I find out that this is the thing which I like inwardly. I like learning new things. So when I was in with this mindset, and when I was doing my task, I was doing it with more focus actually. I was able to do it with more focus, and I was able to do it consistently throughout this 1 month. I would say, like in this 30 days, I would have completed my task more than 25 times. 25 days I was able to complete. So this is something is like because of this 1 month journey, I was able to find it out, like by detaching it with our results, and finding out inwardly where it is coming from. So these
Hmm.
two things help me to to help me to be more consistent, plus to get result with more focus. Actually, I would say.
So, just for everyone's understanding, I think and clarify, Vishal, if that is the right understanding, that once you figured out, so you were supposed to take some actions, and moment you figured out where, what is the origin of those actions, where it is coming from, what is the key drivers behind those actions, and you found that there is somewhere you have hold tightly the results, and that created a lot of pressure in your mind, and moment you tried to release them little bit, you found yourself at ease, and you could finish the work at a faster pace. Is that the understanding?
Yes, yes, Kapil. Exactly. And even the task what I'm doing, where it is coming from, the source of that task, like why I want to learn new things or why I want to, it's not related to job or something. It was related to something which I like internally. I like learning new things, new technologies, new skills. It was something
Yeah.
related to internal. It is not related to job and all this. This is external things actually, which I was.
So would you like to share, Vishal, what did you created from this? Like an actual, like what did you learn or what did you created basically? What is the outcome?
So as of now, outcome, I would say in the outside world, the outcome is, I would say I've completed my the skills what I required to start with my interviews and everything. So I've completed that skills. Earlier, I would say previously I was doing it from last 6 months. I was not able to complete because I was not consistent actually. So I delayed it with already 6 months. But I think within 1 month I've completed a lot. I would say because of our journey and all these things, I completed it much faster pace, and it's not faster in rush or anything. It's completely from inward. It came from inward. It's not like something outside force or anything. Nothing is there. It just I
Beautiful.
was able to do it easily, more easily, without without giving any being harsh on myself or anything.
Yeah. Beautiful. Congratulate for your this
Thank you, Kapil.
success.
Thank you to you for this.
Wonderful. Thank you, Vishal, for sharing this. All right. Who is it? Is it Mukesh, Srilata, or Jyoti?
Yeah,
Please feel free to also share your journey of 4 weeks. What really happened? Like you journaled, not journaled. You did deep work, not deep work. You found some insights, like anything, any of your moments also, because we wanted to create some happy moments for all of us, not just an outcome. That's not the intention to discuss the outcome, but to start celebrating it, basically.
yeah, couple I would like to share.
Yes.
Yeah, first of all, thanks a lot for initiating this because for me, this was a manifestation, as you know, from the goals that I had shared. I had not interacted with a coach beyond a session or something like that, or maybe, just listening to them. But we were one person who held our hand for 1 month all throughout. So that itself creates an energy shift. So from knowing that you're doing something, it's not going in the direction it's going, to somebody telling you, no, we're going in the right direction or think. So for me, that was something really good because when I see 1 month back, I was doubtful, okay, what will happen, whether it is career or anything related to money. Now the situation, I wouldn't tell I have clarity, I have jobs in hand, but now I'm a little more confident with respect to grounding myself, analyzing what are the triggers, the external and internal, and working on the things of healing, which I was previously doing but not maybe believing in it. But now I'm believing in that inner child healing, the past things. So everything is connected. We bombard ourselves with the past activities and prevent our thoughts from thinking about the future. So for me, now I've tried to erase all the past episodes related to what didn't work out in my career. I'm not focusing my attention on that. It's like what is done, it's over. Now what? So the moment I'm thinking now what, I feel very much at ease, very light,
Yeah.
and maybe that is an indication of something will come. So there's more hope. So that is one difference which I saw, and being light itself is so relaxing, and you feel happy. So today I'm happy for no reason. That is how I'll put.
This calls for a big celebration. Happy for no reason.
Yeah,
This is great. Yeah, I mean, it seems to me that a lot of burden has been shed off from your shoulders.
yeah, yeah. Because I was afraid to take that step. What will happen? Now I know I've got to take that step. I have to take the risk of trying again. I'll do that. I'm not afraid of doing that anymore. So I'll go with the flow positively. That's my
So
approach.
yeah, sure. Rather than saying you're not afraid, can we say you are more courageous?
Yeah, yeah. The words. Yeah,
Huh?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. The presence of courage is increased. The intensity of courage is increased. It was all there with you, but it was just sleeping, and it just came up. Uh, would you also like to share what really shifted in the mind for you, Srilata, particularly? Because I see what you're saying is you have got more clarity in the direction in this past 1 month. But what really shifted in the mind, like in this last 1 month for you?
Yeah, it was more like I was stuck in a pattern of thought. I was not able to go beyond. For example, take it for career thing. I was applying for jobs randomly. So I was like not getting anything solid. So now when I see, analyze it, I know if it is not working in one direction, I need to look at the other direction or other ways, which I was not doing initially. And main thing was I had settled in my comfort zone, which is wrong. I mean, I should not be in my comfort zone of being in the house. Okay, it didn't work out. I wanted a work from home option due to my personal commitments. It didn't work out. Now what next? I can't wait for the entire life to get that and meditate on that. So I need to take that shift or go back to where I started from. Maybe change the city. So that shift came because I was afraid to come out of the comfort zone. I didn't want to accept it. So the moment that acceptance came, I am ready to take the action.
Beautiful. This is beautiful. Acceptance. Everyone's understanding, guys. Please note down this point. This is gold. What Srilata is telling. She was stuck in the pattern and was into the comfort zone because whatever has been Tria's tried, it did not help her. And she started thinking that, okay, nothing is going to work. And she started randomly going here and there in haphazard way. So I am adding some words here for you so that, we understand it rightly. And then moment the acceptance has come, you could release your past with ease, and you start, okay, what's next? And that's what you said. I got at ease, at peace, at happiness within yourself, and as a result you could focus your energy into one direction. And if that direction is not working, now what's next? What's next? So you're more expansive, can I say that?
Yeah, yeah, yes,
Hmm?
Kapil.
So yeah, so this is a classic example of you have raised the consciousness of you has been raised, and the inner child you were talking, the inner avatars we have been spoken about it, has is being at ease now,
Yeah,
or the rebirth has happened of you in one area of your life, probably this career, you can say. And God knows, do you also see any other impact other than this career in your life, day-to-day life, with your
yeah,
mother, father, or anyone? Yeah.
Yeah, actually, just a week back, my dad met with an accident. So, like, I've been scouting hospitals almost every day to get his
Oh,
dressing. He got his nail cut, so and he's aged. So then, in that situation, what I felt is I was more calm, and I could handle the situation, and rather than procrastinating. Oh, agar, if we had not gone, this wouldn't have happened. The normal scenario when something bad happens, we go back and rewind it, trying to add a new story. If this had not happened, this would happen. So what I did is I changed the narrative, telling something big could have happened, but God forbid it came this way, and with a slight discomfort, we are able to tackle it. So I change the narrative. So that is very good because we are looking at the positive side in a negative situation. That
yeah,
happened. Now it's going good. Like he's healing, and we are all pulling in our time and effort. So this helped me because you need to be grounded. You need to think.
yeah. This is beautiful. This calls for a big celebration. Would you like to celebrate?
Yeah.
What are you what are you celebrating with? Like आप एक बिस्किट खा सकते हो, you can have a drink, you can do anything, you can just pat on yourself. Good job, Arif. Good job,
I'll
Shrila.
do that. Yeah. So yeah, it is happening. So as I said, couple, I know the main thing is yet to come. There are other situations coming up, which is of high priority. And whatever I have learned over the past 1 month about grounding yourself, acceptance of a situation, being calm rather than negative pattern of thinking, which is like ingrained in the mind. We are afraid, so now that it is easing, so it becomes easy to handle any situation. I felt that.
Beautiful. Things have become much easier for you to handle despite nothing changed anything externally.
Yeah, yeah,
But something shifted inside of you. I don't know what it is, but acceptance is one ingredient I'm hearing from you. Acceptance with your past, and then what's next for you.
yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for
Thank
sharing.
you,
So kind. Yeah. All right. We have here our member Arifa also join. I know Arifa, I think you could join only two conversations in this last 1 month. Is that a correct understanding?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So what we are doing, Arifa, is we are not learning anything in this. We are not learning through me. We are learning from each other by hearing each other's experiences, that what really shifted inside of them, which made them feel free basically in certain situation of life. So we have discussed with few people. So Srilata just has given her insights on that. So would come to you. I think we have Mukesh traveling right now. Looks like. Yeah, Mukesh, we are not able to hear you. No, we
Going for the
can't.
PTM. Going for the PTM. Yeah. Parent teacher meeting is there for my child.
Okay, okay, okay. No worries. Would you like to share in 2 minutes something?
Yeah, yeah, sure. So for myself, like Kapil, uh, I found like many things which is not real and only it is obsessing in my mind is a kind of mental blockage, which was not the real problem, and there was no reason. Most of the problem there was no reason behind the like problem, and the only problem is my thought process, obsessive thinking, which has been lightened up. uh, I don't know. It's a quite the magical process where whole thing mental blockage get reduced, and you feel quite light, free, and because of
Yeah.
that feeling. because of that feeling, um, you got the courage to try a new thing, like rather than like what will happen if I fail. uh, Thinking more about the thinking before trying, it's like, yeah, let's try and see the result or enjoy the process, enjoy the result. uh, so I was not, now I'm not thinking for the math problem. Even before to try some new courses, I used to like think, um, what will happen. No, I not able to do all those things. Now,
Yeah.
yeah, just go and try, see what's happening, all those things. And because of that, I think trying, try failure and learn. So I was basically I have a fear of failure, which has been like quite lightened up.
Beautiful.
Thanks,
Would
Kapil.
you like to share a bit of your background, Mukesh? Little bit of background of you, like
Yeah,
what
yeah,
you
sure.
do. And
Yeah. So yeah, so about learning the new tools, all those, I was not consistent because there are lots of efforts required while learning any new skill set, which I was doing. So now I was, and because of that fearfulness, I was even not able to try the new things.
yeah,
uh, uh, Fear of failure, because it takes time, all those things. And I was thinking much like I was targeting for like uh, top high achievement in very short time. Okay, so like even taking a baby steps, I was not taking a baby steps, but I was aiming for the goal. Now the thing is in reverse steps. Now I am following the process, and I think and during the this process I am achieving my goal. Of course, it's not feasible to achieve a highest goal at one set. It's whole process which takes their one time, and it will not go according to your desire, your goal.
hmm, hmm. Quite interesting. Thank you for sharing, Mukesh.
Yeah, thanks a lot,
Kapil,
Kapil.
thank you.
Thanks a lot for designing
Yeah,
such a kind of wonderful course where uh, we can able to lighten up ourselves.
beautiful. This is a good acknowledgement. Thank you for being there, despite of you changing your job at and changing your city. I really appreciate your openness here
Yeah,
and to break the pattern. Yeah.
I travel whole night. Like I my flight was 1 o'clock night. You know how from Pune to Bangalore is. I reach around 3, 6 o'clock. I reach at home. All those, but still I thought no, I should not miss. Like any time, whatever the situation is there, if there's no barrier in that attending. What is a barrier? My mind is only barrier. There's no barrier. Anything that.
Beautiful. This is amazing. I mean, I'm witnessing a lot of insights. Being Nakul being at emergency, you being traveling whole night, now going to the PTM, traveling in the car. Jyoti is entertaining the AC repair guys. Arifa, I don't know where she was. Maybe in meditation. Sri Lata was struggling with the router and power comeback. Despite of all those things, you could show up yourself. That shows your mindset, your courage to acknowledge your own wins, whatever it is. It is small wins, big wins, doesn't matter. But I really wanted to say thank to all of you. Yeah. All right, let's go with who would like to go. Is it Jyoti or Arifa? Whatever it is, let's share small wins, micro wins.
I'll show a couple if you'd like. I'd like to go next.
Yes.
So yeah, so definitely there's a lot that I've learned. So I think the first step was like I didn't fully accept a lot of things about myself, about my weight. There was a lot of like, sugar coating by me and like, like, hey, that doctor gave me some medicine and I got fat for that. So I didn't want to accept it. A lot of other things that kind of went in, like, it's her fault I got fat. It's not my fault. So I didn't want to lose the weight because of that. So a lot of acceptance and acknowledgements, were very lacking from my part in all of this. And I think the most, after acceptance, the most important thing was like I was giving too much importance to my thoughts. I thought, I was my thoughts. So, and I literally embodied my thoughts. I thought, no, I can't lose it. I can't lose it. So I was right. And we talked about, the other day about two guys going up the mountain. And I think, there were 20 answers where it was just only the thoughts were the difference between the two people. So, I
Yes.
mean, I do eat healthy, I do exercise, I do pick up weights, I do run every day, I do everything, but it was just my thoughts which were poisoning me. And now I know, like, I know that I don't need to give, if I have a thought, it's just a thought, I can just observe it and let it go because it's not me and that doesn't have to be how things are supposed to be. Another thing was like you mentioned that some people like they had 10 years of fund and 10 years of money and they were still stressed about something. So that kind of resonated with me. Though I've never had like any significant money issues or anything. You know, had my salary not come for 2 or 3 months, I think I would have started to stress. Taking any kind of risks and stuff. So I think, I can let go of those thoughts in case I never need to. I can let go of those thoughts if the situation were to present itself. And another thing was that trying to please, trying to please my bosses and, the higher up thing. I mean, I think I have to I think I've come to the acceptance phase of that, like how I am trying to please somebody and things like that. So I think I'm yet to take the next steps, but I'm aware that, I accept that. And from here, I'm just going to build on that.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, Jyoti, for sharing. What I'm hearing from you is, and for everybody's understanding here, what you're saying is acceptance. To me, it's more an ownership to
Hmm.
call it. So you
Yes.
started owning nothing is happening outside of me. Everything is happening inside of me here, and I'm
Hmm.
responsible for it. And I'm creating my thoughts in such a way which is not serving me anymore. And these stories which you have been telling from years about your figure or about your body weight and all those things was not the real truth.
Yes.
And when you saw that real truth, you started dropping those stories from your mind in such a way so that you started getting relieved. And what else have happened after this?
So a lot of things are related to my thoughts, like so basically, what I've been doing is like for the first, let's say, I gained all this weight around 11 years ago. So I think I spent like 2 to 3 years or 4 years actually just researching and researching and researching, like because it was like 15 kgs in the matter of 2 months. So I was like, I don't want to just lose this out of sheer willpower. I want to just kind of understand everything around this. So a lot of things that people were trying to sell is, hey, weight loss doesn't work for this reason. So that's why you buy my program and you lose my weight. So a lot of things that, I've heard a lot of things of like why you can't lose weight or you can't lose weight for this reason, X reason, Y reason. Like everyone was trying to push their product and say this is the reason why you're not able to do it by yourself. So I just ate up
Yeah.
those stories and like and then like and then I use those as excuses as to why I can't. And like I go to the gym every day for the last like 8 months or so, and I see people losing weight. I see that in front of me. And but then I'm like, they can lose but I can't lose. So there was a lot of stories that I've been eating up literally. So um, and none of them were empowering. So I think from here on, there are a lot of, the same things I do. If I have, good intentions, good thoughts around them, then I think a lot of change can happen with them.
Yeah. And just to make everyone's more clear, Jyoti, um,
Yeah.
you are having those beliefs that which you are buying from external people, probably from
Yes.
your extended family.
Yes.
And
Yes.
moment you realize that, what really happened in? So I'm more interested in knowing from the mindset perspective. Now things have become much easier for you. That is what I'm hearing. Not no
Yes.
weight has been no weight has been reduced. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
True so
Sure.
far?
Correct. Correct. Correct.
Yeah. So you started taking things more lightly. Is that what you're saying?
So with respect to relatives and all, I don't think I'm there yet. I don't think, um,
Yeah.
you know, yeah, I mean, I have to think of it as, that is their problem that, they can't get over my weight. So that is their issue, not mine. And if they want to humiliate me, that's their insecurities and whatever, not, uh, that has nothing to do
Yeah.
with me. So I can yeah, I
Please
mean, it
stop.
could be, yeah, like, because I'm successful, like, I'm kind of wildly more successful than a lot of people in my family. So, I mean, maybe they wanted to pull me down and, they can't pull me down in that regard. So maybe they wanted to show their insecurities around my weight because they are better than me in that regard, but not in the other regards. So, maybe they wanted to show it that way. So I can't, like, I don't want to give it too much importance anymore and just move on from there.
So started believing your own thinking and own body feelings rather than an external noise, which
Yeah.
probably was coming from this for you. And moment that happened, then something shifted in you.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Sure. I would love to hear more of your stories, Jyoti, in our connect later.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Absolutely. Yeah.
let's go here. All right. Okay. Thank you, Jyoti, for this wonderful insights sharing. Thank you, and kudos to you for your work.
Thanks, Kapil, and thanks everyone. I couldn't have come up with all these realizations without you all. Thank you, Kapil. Thanks, friends.
Yeah. Everyone is responsible for it. All right, Arifa. Yes. Would
Hi,
you like to
Kapil.
share anything?
Yes,
Hi.
I would just like to, I do resonate and I want to repeat what Mukesh said. I think as a coach, you are really lightening us up. So we are carrying this huge burden right from our childhood till now, and you are really helping us lighten up. And that's an amazing quality you have. And I think you are at a higher consciousness. If I tell about myself personally, you are at a much higher consciousness than myself. And then I'm trying to reach there. I'm sure I will reach there. Um, and one of the sessions, the real bulb on moment for me was when you said, like, when you're doing everything, how are you doing? Is it with joy and love, or is it with force and fear? And I realized I was doing almost like 90% of my things with force and fear. So I'm doing, like I have a huge list, but I'm doing it out of, even if I'm praying, I'm doing it out of force. Okay, I have to do it. So there is so much of have tos and should tos. And I today took a stock on things. Whenever I started to do something, how am I feeling? So I started with force. Like today morning, I was doing the meditation when they were breathing. So I was sleeping. I was like, it's a holiday. I have to get up at 7. Any which ways, I forced myself and I got up. Then I sat. I said, what is this? They are just breathing. What is going to happen with this breathing? So with that, all that noise was going on. But when I came out of it, I felt lighter. I felt happier. So that check when I did, then I was like happy. So after that, whatever task I'm going, maybe some little force is there when I'm going in, but I'm checking when I'm coming out of it, I'm lighter, I'm happier. So I don't know what is that shift, but yeah, that happened. So I'm seeing while going in, I'm going with force. In fact, after that meditation, I felt I should not be doing anything today because why should I do something with force? And then something happened, and then I still did some of my routine things. Some of them I
Yeah.
left, but some of them I did. So there is this force and let go, force and let go. That is where I am right now. Otherwise, I had done that exercise like yesterday. I told you, like I did that exercise, but still I was doing all the tuck 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 list. I was in the list to frame, trying to force. I have to tick everything. So today, some things were not ticked. Today, in fact, I said after that half an hour at 7 o'clock, I said I don't need to do anything. I was in that mode. I'll enjoy. But then again, I called somebody. I called my mother. She's not well. This, that. Again, I kind of came back to my routine of doing certain things, which kind of lightened me up. But then I was doing it in so much of a routine and a pressure type of a thing that it really did lighten or not lighten. I was not sure. But when I give that pause to check, I do see that
Yeah.
it lightens up. So when I give that pause to check, okay, how am I going into this? And after that, whatever I did, I don't think I went in with a heavy energy. Only the morning first one was the heavy energy because I really forced myself to get up. But after that, whatever I did, I check. If I don't want, I don't have to go. I can sit here. No need to do. So I came with that energy, almost thinking that I won't do anything of my routines in the morning and I'll just do. But after that half an hour, whatever happened, I talked to my mother. She's not well. This, that again, that, my energy was kind of going down. So I thought I still need to do that routine. So I went in, but I checked, okay, how am I feeling? And I checked in and out. I checked in and out. It was much better experience, much better experience.
Beautiful.
So thank you
So
for
just
that. In
for
fact, while coming on the call also, I was like, I was checking, okay, is there a force? Is there a force? Then I was like, no, there is no force. I want to do. So, that way. So the force and, the joy, that part is there. So I'm really, really grateful to you. Really thank you for removing us of our burdens. I think that should be your tagline to make yourself lighter. So you are making us lighter. We are carrying the burden right from our childhood up to whatever age we have. We have huge, huge burdens, and you are really letting, or rather helping us let go of all that we are dragging and pulling us down. And you're just elevating us in a different consciousness. Thank you so much for that.
thank you. Thank you. So beautiful. Arifa, thank you for sharing. Just for everybody's understanding, Vishal, Srilata, Jyoti, I wanted to share that Arifa Arifa did not join all the sessions because of her own um, challenges or whatever it is. But despite of that, she is just sharing these experiences from two conversations in this last 1 month. And me and Arifa also get connected offline after that for some time. So wanted to share that what she's sharing right now in this call is based on the last session's exercise in which we discussed identify any small or big actions from your life and see the energy in your body for that exercise. Are you too excited or too timid or too low or too excited? What's your body saying? And even if your body is saying, oh, okay, let me do that, but there is a very subtle should energies, or I need to do this energies, or I have to do this energies, versus it's optional for me and I would love to do it. And if I'm not doing this work, if I'm not involved into these actions, I'm okay with that. So that's what the classification now Arifa is doing. Behind, her life is like, morning till evening engaged with lot of to-dos and with lot of checklist, and she's running left, right, center here with their to-dos with lot of heaviness. And what she is sharing right now is she could see that with pause and identify what is the energy I'm entering into before this task or before this action or before this meeting or before this meditation. Is it a lot of forceful energies or it's a lot of peaceful, yeah, good to have energies. So beautiful work, Arifa. Continue doing this work, and I would love to hear more from you today, as we discussed in a voice note. Um, Continue to do this work. You are absolutely on the awesome rock path right now. Beautiful. All right. So we have finished one round of conversation and we have just 7 minutes left. I know Mukesh looks like have dropped because of the PTM meeting. That's fine. But I would like to hear anything which you would like to share, which would help each other right now in this conversation. Anything which you feel which would be really helpful to each other here before we wrap up the call.
Kapil, I would like to share and thing which I learned from you. It's like with our personal coaching as well as this 1 month group coaching and everything. Is that our words are very powerful. What words we use to talk to ourselves or in our daily life, it is very powerful. It plays a very big role in our life. Whether it creates the energy, it creates the frequency and everything. It's all related to words. That's what I learned from you. So we should be very careful when what words we are using in our day-to-day life, or we should make an habit of using more positive word or words which will uplift us and uplift other people also. That's what I learned from you. I think that will be very helpful for all of us.
Yeah. What you're saying is the conscious creation and being aware about our own language, which we use it. And when we use it, it becomes so habitual. Our unconscious pattern becomes so habitual. And we don't even realize what we're talking. And then we freak out and we wonder what's really happening because of those words. We are not even aware. And we feel something is not right externally. Um, so thank you for sharing this, Vishal. This is really enlightening and helpful to everyone. I hope. Sure. Anything from anyone? Srilata, Jyoti, or Harifa? Anything would like to share?
Yeah,
Yes,
Kapil,
Srilata.
I would like to say, in fact, right from the beginning, the first class till today, listening to everyone, that has been so great. Like, it starts from you. You've been so patient, listening to each and every one of us from the minutest details. So, at times, we talk and we are not sure about where the conversation is going. You tell us to pause, think, and you change the narrative in a way to put us back into that track. So that is a quality which I guess we all should learn. Only when you listen in depth, rather than just the words that is hovering on top, the fear or whatever is there. Listening at that level is a rare quality. So, that is something which I don't know if we would be able to get that. It will take years, but a very good aspect because I try to do that. Each one of you, like be it Arifa, Jyoti, Vishal, then Mukesh, Nakul, Sujana, everyone, when they were talking, I could know the pattern. So each one has a different way, and while sharing, there's so much openness. We're not afraid of sharing what we are afraid of. That brings us to that nurturing. Okay, we are protected, we'll be taken care. And and during my healing sessions, like when I do my prayer, I mention each one in our group also. That is something which I do it out of my this, whoever has whichever issue is sorted in their own way. Like we cannot give a solution, but the best way to give a solution to others is by guiding them to the divine so that they get a solution in their own pattern. Like as Arifa, like she said, initially she had a lot of questions. Now in today's session, she's so free. She's like, the bird who wants to fly. I got that feeling. And with Jyoti, like, I have my friends who've got related issues and weight gain. They're very conscious. So I could connect with her thoughts, and they were so genuine. And it's nothing that we feel, oh, is it something to worry about? No. Only when a person goes through that, they will know how deep it might affect. So what I did is, trying to figure out, okay, send healing to everyone. It's the best thing we can do. Nakul, what I learned from him is he's really tactful. He knows about his numbers. Maybe, that is, we are in that emotional belt. We think emotionally and rationally. But I took cues from him. No, you need to focus, have a focus on your target, don't shift from there. Then Vishal, what I learned from him is the focus on, as he said, the words and even his dedication towards completing the skills which are very important. Similarly with Mukesh, he had that fear of not trying something new, but he then told, no, what if I fail? It's okay. I'm trying to learn something new. Sujana, again, I know her before the session, she is the one who introduced me. So she's been there throughout. From her, what we could learn is the journey of questioning our thoughts and trying to acknowledge those fears, those thoughts, and then focusing our main belief system, what is right to be done in that situation. So that is what I could learn, like from each one. And I feel that's a beautiful journey. And of course, you are the anchor point, helping us all to do it in our own way. Not telling what is right as per you, but you help us find a way in our own way. That is very unique. Thanks a lot,
Thank you.
Kapil. I do.
Thank you. Beautiful, beautiful summary. I mean, like how grateful we all are to listen this from you, because you have summarized the learning from everyone, and that shows that how attentive are you, how committed are you for this journey for yourself. So the way you are being, it's very different than everyone here, including me. So I want to acknowledge that. This is really beautiful. Thank you for being there. It's
Thanks,
such an open heart.
thanks to all, actually. It's like a small family. Like we meet once a week, taking that time out. So it's about helping each other in through our experiences. We might not be there to physically help, but through prayers, and each one has grown so much, and that's incredible. Thanks to you, Kapil. I mean, the word thanks is too short because you've actually helped us well.
Thank you. All credit goes to, I'm just the medium here. Uh, to every one of you for your commitment. Beautiful. I love to hear everyone of you here, and wanted to acknowledge your presence. And is there any last minute comments from anyone before we wrap up the call?
I just want to say, Srilata, you really summed it up really beautifully, and so glad to hear that someone is listening to everyone so intently. Because most people will just say their thing, okay, mera kam ho gaya, chalo. But you are like,
Yeah.
listening to each and every person. That shows a lot of patience inside you. That's beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you so
That's,
much, Sarita.
yeah.
Even I would like to thank you, Sri Lata and Sujana, especially the deep work you have done on the on our group. Whatever you have shared has actually really helped me also. The way of thinking, what outcomes you got from the deep work really helped me. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Vishal.
At least with the deep work which I got to know is, oof, how committed are these guys are, like Srilata, Sujna, and I think Mansi has done it for up to a great extent. So that shows that the kind of commitment you guys have for yourself, that you would want to work on yourself. This is amazing and commendable. Thank you for being there. All right. Okay, thank you everyone, and I wish you all the best, and we will meet soon, hopefully.
Thanks, Kapil. Thanks, Srilata. Lovely
Thank
words. Thanks for summing it up.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you, Kapil.
And
Thank you so much for everything.
Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Happy weekend, everyone. Bye.
Kapil?